Jesus Christ.
I feel like you know, if this doesn't go, they don't like agree to back down and leave Cypress, then we don't want the conflict to continue, but we can just show them that they need to leave Cypress without like just by kind of outworking them, to be honest. Like the product's there, the pushing I think needs to, like, people need to push even more than they are. Like, we need to hire like all those fucking free goonies and just go fucking crazy down there. Like make those guys hit fucking zero. Then they'll find out and realize that there's no room for them down there. I'd help you guys, but you know I can't.
Okay, I'm gonna run to the hospital real quick, all right?
Okay.
Your keys real quick?
Yep. You wanna take lead here?
Nah, just wait. Wait till he comes back. We'll only have to repeat ourselves, you know?
Yeah. Mickey, how you doing?
Moment. Oh. Full. Sorry, give me one moment. I have to finish this call.
Yeah.
Apologies for that, gentlemen.
We're good. We're waiting for Lang anyway. He had to go to the hospital. Yeah,
Is there any way we can? Is there any way we can meet under like street lights a little bit? I have bad vision at night. Just behind me a little bit. Oh, thank you.
Right. Come on, let's go.
Nighttime vision's been going in my old age. Also, Harry, it's great to see you. Wanted to let you know that if you haven't gotten your SIM card back, Ray's going to be returning it to you. Okay, no, I'll just go fuck myself.
I just can't believe he kept it this entire time. I'm not, you know, I'll take it back, but you know, I can't. It's probably not the first or last time that's gonna happen.
Well, I wanted to propose this, and Lang can hear it. All things aside, I was hoping we could up to some sort of a convention, if you will, like the Los Santos convention about conduct during times of conflict. My first proposed rule: SIM cards returned after 24 hours. You guys have any thoughts about that, or?
Let's just wait for Lang to come back. I don't. You know, we just have to repeat shit twice anyway. You know.
Okay.
How you been though? How was the trip? Huh? What's going on?
Oh, gentlemen, the trip was fantastic. Very productive work trip. The company has actually partnered with well, who am I to withhold secrets from good friends? Listen, we've actually partnered with the Niseko virtual laboratories from the Hokkaido region. Advanced Technologies group that's working with us on a new product that will hopefully be unveiled in the city by Saturday.
Shoot war up your ass?
No. If only.
Damn.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was just a business trip. Not much pleasure from it. Very boring. Doll was locked inside of a laboratory doing testing the whole time. You know. What about you guys? How have you been?
We've been all right, you know.
Heard there were some scuffles, some kerfuffles, some less than savory interactions.
Yeah, we still don't know like really what the bottom line was for all that, you know. What kicked it off? Truly, I guess it's kind of unclear, but yeah, a little sour taste in our mouths.
Well, I'm curious from your guys' perspective, what caused it all? I mean, think about it. I'm not exactly a neutral party in all this, but hey, I wasn't around for, you know, whatever lit the whole thing up. So, and come on, you know, things are, it seems, resolved now, so
Yeah, like I said, not quite. We got to talk about some things that are vital for both organizations to move forward. Lang wants to be the one to talk here with all this stuff, so
of course.
yeah, don't want to dive into it too much.
Well, so how are other things? You know, how's the wife? Hey, I actually saw her today. She was looking great. I mean that all, you know, respectfully. Remember, I'm gay, so that's not, you know, like wasn't hitting on her or anything. She looks great. I mean, if I was straight, she's very attractive, but I'm not. So, how's the wife?
Yeah, the wife is great. Thanks. She's doing all right. She's doing all right. You know, working hard, playing hard.
What about you, Harry? Are you still a Christian man? Are you not, you know, pursuing anyone, or are you back on your old ways?
I'm not here for general chit chat, Mickey.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, sour taste in our mouths. You know, it's been more sour for some, less sour for others, but in general, just sour.
Well, hopefully we can put a different in your mouths. Sorry, I don't think that came out the right way.
I rather not. but I get what you mean. It's analogy. I see what you did there.
Of course. Listen, war is very painful for, all parties involved. Even me when I wasn't even here.
Bang.
We'll call you in a moment. I can't right now. We'll call you in a moment, but then I will. Goodbye. Let me pop my SIM card out so it doesn't distract me here.
All right, sorry about that.
Lang, great to see you. Sorry, it was a little contentious earlier when I ran into you all, but it seems like things are smoothing out, we could say.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure, yeah. Have you guys talked about our concerns with Sean?
No, we've been
we
waiting
wait
for you.
Let's get this going because I gotta go. Take this shit off. Come on.
So, you come back from your trip, and as you already know, there's a fucking ongoing war. You're saying that that it's over. We'd like to know what led up to all that. I mean, apparently you're a CEO. You're in charge of things. What happened there?
Oh. Yes, I've been made CEO. And war is bad for business. And I learned that this was going on for quite some time. So I spoke with my associates and I asked them if we should find a way to resolve this and be the ones to come to you all to broker the peace. And they said yes. So they told me to reach out to you all and broker the peace. And so that's what I did. Listen, war is bad for business on all ends. And, yeah, especially if it drags on too long.
Yeah, so you're running the show now, right?
That's correct.
All right. So the concern here is obviously, I don't know if you talked to your boys, if to fill you in, but Cypress, we're pushing product over there. We have been for a while now. I don't know if you know how the fucking system works down there, but there really is no way for the company or whatever to ever gain control down there at this point. And for us to avoid this cycle of the company, wanting to fuck us up or whatever the fuck, we think it's better you guys don't push in Cypress.
Okay. I'll speak with the rest of the executives, but I don't see why that doesn't necessarily have to be a problem.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
if you
really know
understand
Well, I was just going to say, I mean, Lang, you know me. I love my cocaine. I don't really understand this whole weed phenomenon.
So the locals, the locals down in Cypress, they buy our shit a lot. They buy our shit so much that, they're starting to hate any other, sort of weed strain down there. So every time your guys are going to come down there to push, they might make a couple of sales and gain some traction. But the minute they leave and our guys are still pushing, the locals are just going to hate, whatever they got that they're selling, essentially. So, to put it in lamest terms, right? If we sold 100 bags and you guys come and sell 25, that 25 bags is essentially zero if we sell another 100 bags. The more our numbers go up, the more your numbers will go down.
Basically, you're saying it's mutually beneficial if only one of us is pushing in Cypress.
Yeah. It's like tug of war. The more one side pushes, the less the other side's got. And if your guys stay down there trying to push, I think it's inevitable they'll get agitated and angry because, whenever they feel like they've made some progress, our guy's going to come in and essentially destroy it all by, making their sales or whatever.
Yeah, makes sense. Seems like it's bad for both parties. Now, if I was to go and speak with my associates and say, hey, we're going to move out and potentially sell elsewhere. Is that sort of the agreed upon terms? Is that all? Or, what if they, what's the cost of moving shop, for instance? I don't know these things. I just woke up this morning. I'm very jet lagged.
I mean, I think the cost is like 10 grand to move your shop. Like we said, like if they want to stay down there, right? You guys can. It's not going to be profitable for any of you. It's just kind of how the system works. The people down there, they love the shit that we're fucking pushing. You guys are gonna try to come in and try to convince them to buy their shit, and a couple might, but the minute we step back in there, they'll have to rework everything they just did all over again. They'll essentially lose the X amount of hours they put in over and over and over again, and eventually it's gonna get to them and probably cause a shit show all over again.
Of course, and I've seen that, whatever strain you guys are pushing looks very juicy, so but again, the details of how the weed works, I'm not very cued in on those, so I'll have to speak with my associates, but in principle, this makes perfect sense. We don't want two different strains being run in the same hood.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if they want to, they can, but, like I said, they're just not, I think that eventually they will realize this is a waste of time for them.
I think the one pushback that they will have, and I'd be curious to hear your guys' thoughts on this, is that I believe we have a decent amount of product. I don't know if we can then push that product somewhere else, or if that product grown under that specific strain has to be sold in Cypress. Do you know about that?
I mean, it could be sold anywhere. We already know that you guys, plan or you push in Polito, so they can just take that product and push over there.
Okay. I mean, so far, yeah, this doesn't seem particularly problematic.
Yeah, I mean, that's really just it, honestly. If we can figure that out, I think we can actually all move on from this and not have to worry about anything fucking, coming back up again.
Okay. Luciano, Harry, were there other... You guys seemed a little bit more pressed about things leaving a sour taste in your mouth?
I mean, have a sour taste, sure, but if it's done, it's done.
Yeah, I mean,
don't
people
really
got
think,
hurt,
I don't really think anything, is gonna fix that. Just is what it is.
Now, humor me for a bit, and I know you have to go soon, Lang, but...
Yeah.
What exactly sparked all this?
The conflict?
Yeah, I have my own, version of events. I'd be curious to hear your version.
I mean, I hung up the phone on Raymond Rovanoff. Didn't take kindly to it, so.
You hung up the phone on Raymond Romanoff?
Yeah.
And you believe that's what started this?
I mean, if you look at the timeline, it kind of adds up, yeah.
What if I told you that I thought that we should be at odds, possibly even in full-blown conflict with you all before I even left for Japan?
Wait, repeat that again? If you thought we would be at odds... Say that again?
I thought we'd be at odds before I even left for Japan.
I mean, sure, yeah, I don't know.
Well, I think it's important to understand it from our perspective.
So why did it start from your perspective?
I think it started all the way back when Lang changed the sale to Jean-Paul for circuit boards on a whim because we were dealing with some issues internally and Jean-Paul couldn't get back to him.
You
and
can
then
assume whatever
from
you
that
want. It doesn't
moment,
matter.
and
Why
then
does it
from
matter?
that,
This is all over.
Well, I think it matters, Lang, because I think it's important for any sort of future relations, albeit business or just avoiding conflict, to understand these things.
Well,
from our perspective, it was a series of slights and disrespects towards individual members or towards the company as a whole.
Right.
Okay, yeah, sure, no problem.
Yeah, I mean,
whatever.
Instead of talking about it like adults or bringing up these problems in a meeting, Guys rolled up outside our house and started shooting. I don't really think like we're the one to be taking a lesson away from this, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, when Lang says that he won't deal with any of us but Jean Paul, that makes it tricky.
Well, I
to
bet
then
there's-
have a meeting.
the
Wouldn't
thing is
you say
there's
so?
reason
No,
behind
no,
that.
I don't deal with anybody, but whoever is the boss. At the
Right.
time, Jean Paul is the boss.
Because Raymond and OTT promises one thing, and then Jean Paul comes around, and what they've just promised goes completely out the window. Every time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that 100% happens.
Right, so, you know, obviously, Raymond has fucking ego bigger than fucking China. So, you know, when he hears that, he can't help but fucking lose his shit. But at the end of the day, like, when we're saying we'll only speak to fucking Jean Paul because he's a leader, it's kind of, because it's pointless. They said that they agreed to stuff and they just go back on it a few hours later when Jean Paul wakes up. So it's not like we're just saying it to nag. It's kind of like, just kind of the way it was.
Oh,
It's the reality of the situation.
I am sure the reality of the situation is that fragile egos on our end probably prevailed, but I would caution you and say that the same might be true of you all. And that repeated acts of disrespect towards me and my associates built up a lot. So I would think that hanging up on Ray would, it's like a, you know, a little assassination of our Duke Franz Ferdinand, right? You know, as they say, the spark that lit the powder keg. I mean, listen, they were going to go to war no matter what. That was just, you know, what caused it.
Sure, yeah, sure.
You guys don't remember that from like U.S. government? I felt like that's like the...
Franz Ferdinand?
Yeah, not the band.
Not a guy. The guy that was assassinated. I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the reference. Yeah.
Yeah, but come on. The European powers are going to go to war no matter what. It was already edging towards that. Lots of edging occurred.
Straw that broke the camel's back.
Listen, I think it's important just
if
to
we can
get that
resolve
out
this
there.
Cypress situation, we can move forward. It's the best way to
Right.
go about it.
I
It's a
agree.
win-win at the end of the day, Mickey. You know, you guys are able to successfully push your product. We're able to successfully push ours. I don't see why it would be. It's kind of like a no-brainer. You know what I mean? Otherwise,
Absolutely.
there's gonna be competition, and competition then leads to egos being fragile, and then bada bing, bada boom, we get fucking round two.
Absolutely. As long as you understand that, at least from my perspective, this wasn't just born out of a whim, but this was born out of a decent amount of buildup. And I only mention that because, like I said, hopefully in the future, mutually beneficial partnerships and decisions can be made between your association and ours.
Right.
Yeah, sure. Whatever the fuck that means. Sure, yeah.
Right.
That
All right.
doesn't really mean anything. It means that we can be mutually beneficial to each other as long as there's
Yeah, of
mutual
course, yeah.
respect.
Yeah, got it. We got that. No problem.
Okay. Well, thank you all for meeting with me.
All right.
Yeah,
glad
no
we
problem. You're
sorted
good.
that
Thanks,
out.
Mickey.
Of course.
We'll be in touch, eh?
Lastly, 49ers or Chiefs?
Real Madrid.
I don't know what that means.
Football? Super Bowl?
Wasn't that like
I
a
don't
month
know.
ago?
No. The other football, Harry. The one in
Oh.
the States.
Yeah, wasn't that like a month ago?
No. It's this next Sunday? Next Sunday.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm getting mixed up with college football.
No worries. Oh, last thing. I am proposing a convention if you guys are interested, a sort of a conflict convention. Because I hate having to call 3 different fucking numbers to get a hold of someone. Any SIM cards taken are returned in 24 hours as a sort of a code of conduct. Also, we'll be returning any that we took from you all.
Yeah, I mean, if we still got any, we'll return. No problem.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you all so much.
All right.
Take it easy, Mickey.
Take it easy,
Buona
man.
fortuna.
Listen, I gotta go, but this is either gonna show us that he's not actually the leader, or we'll get our way.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
We'll see what happens.
he's trying to save face. I mean, you know. I know what he's trying to do, you know. Once it's so in the future, you know, all of a sudden these guys need materials. Oh yeah, they can call up stuff. Yeah, we'll sort them out. Fuck no.
Nah, the relationship ends
It's
right
burned.
there. Yeah, that's burned to the fucking ground.
That's gonna be war number 2 right there. You don't want to sell materials to me? Boom, blasting your ass.
Well, if they call, we're gonna say we're sold out.
And then they get called after. From
I'm
another
gonna
party.
call, say we're sold out, and I'm gonna send out a twat selling material.
Jesus Christ.
You can't just you know, come to my house and shoot it up and then go yeah, but we'd like to remain business partners in the future. Fuck off.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just Mickey trying to get like the jab in there. You know what I mean? Like trying to walk out with the high ground. It's just,
Also, like
it's just classic
he
bullshit.
said, mutually beneficial. Like all those guys have is fucking butt coin. They got nothing else. None of them work.
Yeah.
They got a bunch of butt coin that's worth jack shit. They got nothing to offer.
Yeah.
We don't need jack shit from those guys. Jesus fuck.
Yep.
Well, like I said, right? We're gonna see whether he's actually the leader, or if he's a bozo. So I'm leaning towards bozo, but you never know. They might listen to him.
And we'll see.
All right, boys. I'll be back in a little bit. All right.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. Let's get out of here, Harry. Come on. I gotta go to another meet. Maybe a couple. You want me to drop you off somewhere?
Yeah, house is good.
All right, brother. Hey, I'm good to go. You free?
Yo, Hulatron, thanks for the 33 months, man.
Same place as before? Alright, I'll see you there in a bit.